Hey, Sizzling Popcorn, and welcome to tonight's stream. If, I don't know, if Asobo and Microsoft cooperate here, the delay, well, you know, Microsoft with its usual CTDs, but there was a gaming service update. So I did that, restarted the PC, and now it's actually starting, but as you can see, we're about halfway through the loading, but it's a black screen, so I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah, Marsh, I hope you feel better. It sounds pretty bad. Yeah, maybe if you would have went to the wine, it might have actually healed you. You know, a couple of glasses of wine. Was it a fever? Yeah, maybe it would kick away the fever. It could also do the opposite too. So tonight we're going to be taking a look at VF Scenery Studios. It's because I was supposed to do this like last week or so, and so I just moved it to tonight. So I don't remember all my info, but we're gonna be taking off from what's it called? It's actually in the title. Nanjing Lukou, which is right beside Shanghai. So we're gonna go from there up to Beijing, Beijing back, and these are real world flights. Real world flights, and the one on the way there will be a 5 p.m. so it'll be an evening flight. And then on the way back will be a morning flight. Hey Air Stud, greetings. Yeah, there's enough alcohol in NyQuil for the wine to have had the same effect. Ah, man, I still seriously, I remember July, I was sick and we're on we were going camping, so with my in-laws, and I got there and like I was just feeling horrible, and I just got sick and tired of it. I'm going to the store. I'm gonna go get some NyQuil. So I'm like, do I get Dayquil or NyQuil, or do I get both? I'm like, nah, I'm camping. It's NyQuil all the way, whether it's day or night. And we were there for like 3 days. I think I was awake for maybe like 6 hours in total over the 3 days. The rest I was just sleeping. I would like get up, eat something, and go back to sleep. Man, that stuff would just make you pass right out. It's still stuck, so I don't know whether I'm not gonna restart it at this point, because it is chugging along. But it's not a flight sim update, which I'm quite disappointed with, because they've said they'll have a date for us soon. So for Sim Update 10, I don't think it's happening this week. It's gonna go into next week, and there's no marketplace update. That's going to next Thursday, and that's all because they're like, oh, you know, we wanted it to happen after Sim Update 10. It's like, okay. So, but then you got the team, the PR team, they're all down in Reno for the Reno air races. And, you know, maybe in real life it's more exciting, but in a simulator, Reno air races is like this. It's like watching paint dry kind of deal, or watching your loading screen. Because normally loading screens will have a picture. This is just black. Now I'm at I don't know, maybe 80%. I bet it will be released with World Update. Yeah, but World Update's on the no, it will happen before next Thursday, because that's why they're pushing it off. The loading in new marketplace stuff till next week. But like Microsoft said, do you guys want me to do like a Friday night podcast or something? Because that's what we're getting into here. I don't know, water or cream soda crush. I'll go with the cream soda for now. And I got some news, but I can't say anything at this point. We'll see it when it happens. Hey, Joe. Joe's going flying. Zulu, Sierra, Nevada, or November. Let's go take off from here. See that typhoon? I'd rather just turn around and just go into the typhoon. Let's go details. Let's go gate 4. We're gonna be Air China. And 737. Put some Air China. What's this first one is? Nope. Just gotta find my. I had her open a while ago, but I had to restart. MSFS live. It's 5:35 p.m. So we'll do. There, should be good. This is the Chinese national anthem, if you didn't know. Ni hao. Hey Lars. These patriotic songs bring tears to my eyes, but I think that's still the runaway fever, flu, COVID. He can't stole, yeah. Yeah. Oh, we get there short. Oh, just thinking, I might have to dump down my graphics settings to some extent.
Show me the money! Instead of making it hail loonies and two oonies, here is some digital currency.
Hey, thanks, Airstud. Thanks for the support. Much appreciated. I was gonna say I don't even know what I was gonna say. Ni hao. Songs, but tears. Yeah, I still. Today's like day one. My wife's on like 5 days rotation, like 5 12-hour days. So it's like day one of daddy daycare, but it's actually not bad because really today son goes to daycare, then I watch my daughter, but I got the two over the weekend, and Monday it's now a holiday because of the Queen, and but the daycare, she's closed, but she will take my son and actually my daughter. It's like, wow, first time, sweet, because she only has one other kid, so she's able to take her. Yeah, sweet. I should be getting some. I think I should be getting some Parallel 42 stuff soon, because Edson from there, he reached out. He said, "Hey, are you one of our Simfluencers?" I was like, "Not yet." He's like, "All right, here, we'll get you set up." I'm like, "All right, sweet, thanks." So I think should be able to then take a look at that that camp out thing, because I really don't. I watched a video, a stream on it, but I don't know everything about it. But that's where you can build your, you can go in the backcountry and then pretty much make a camp out. And I think it's just like they've got another thing. It's it's like a job thing, like a flying job type of app. I forget what it's called, but they keep adding to that. The same thing with this. They'll keep adding, and they're coming out with like small sceneries that are like pretty much like in the outback or backcountry, bush flying areas. So it'll be interesting to see. And I'm guessing this is going to take a while, because if there's any kind of update, then these planes have to load in for the first time. Again, that takes like 8 to 10 minutes. So while we're waiting for that, might as well look at the flight plan. So we'll be leaving out of here. OF71X is the SID out of here, and this is the Yangtze River. And people living in this city, they're very happy because they're always saying "woohoo!" Wow. So we'll go up across Nanjing. Nanjing's there. Where is Shanghai? Shanghai's got to be right around here. Yeah, it's hard to see. Should be in bigger letters. Oh, yeah, Shanghai is right over here by the water. So I knew that was like a port city. Then we'll go up to Beijing. Then Beijing will then turn around, go back. Still waiting. All right. All right. I don't have. Oh, actually, because let's see. Well, I've been to the Beijing airport. It was quite nice. That's where I had a good landing rate. I think it was like 100, 150 or something, and it was like choppy, like just because of the sim. I think that's what I was saying a while ago is the graphics. I might actually have to dumb down the graphics because yesterday I was trying to do a clip in the Kit Fox and I've changed my settings around and I've dumbed them down a bit. Well, I think I have to dumb them down even more because even just recording, it was just choppy. So we'll see what happens there. Marsha's passed out now with on his NyQuil. And we won't have any Fly Studio thing at the top, no overlay at the top, because I just tried opening it twice and there's an error of some sort and it won't start. I'm gonna try one more time, but if not, yeah, an error has occurred. I can restart and it's the same thing. I guess I'm gonna have to look for a new overlay, I guess. I think there's a what, SimTool Pro or something like that. Oh yeah, I can see that. My yeah, it is slightly choppy. Yeah, because now I'm seeing skip frames. And start my own homework session for the next wine class. Yeah. Was it the? Oh yeah, I wanted my camera. Takes forever. That's why like Captain Canada runs on the high preset except a few things. Though he has a third. Yeah, because I took a look at the settings that you gave me, Trent, and I put them all pretty much at the max. Like if there was something that said, you know, medium or high or ultra, I would then go to the ultra. Then I pulled back on some of those, and I think what I'd do is run on just a high preset, and then maybe change one or two things to ultra, because I did have that a while back. I don't know what I've done recently, but because it makes it choppy for the stream. I've actually now switched over from CPU to GPU, but then that might actually now hurt me because now I've put more on the GPU. Let's see, stream output. Yeah, because I'm on the NVIDIA new, and I put bitrate 6000. Keyframe interval 2. Feels like it's almost there. Should be good. Because when I changed the settings, the graphics, I could see I can see a big difference in the image quality, but then I see these lines, and the lines aren't you don't really see them much here, but it's more so when there's sun. All right, let's now I might finish the round trip flight and then be like, Oh, hi kids! Like, it might be that time. Kids might be awake. I'm gonna do it right off the bat. I'm gonna bring down the graphics. Even the graphics. I'll just leave it like that for tonight. I'll have to tweak it some more. And I've gone back to DX11. And all right, let's go. So let's go overhead, put the battery on. Ground services. Put the IRS to nav. And let's go to the FMC sim brief. Don't go for GPU. Microsoft don't like it right now. This beta update reduced a lot of telemetry as well, so it should run better anyway. Okay, yeah, because. Yeah, and right now it's not, it's actually not chopping up. Let's see if I can get rid of those notifications. Okay, I got rid of them, so that way I know when there's another notification. FMC. Let's go. Submit. GPS left. And Zulu, Sierra, November, Juliet. The origin. 524 nautical miles. Okay, ready to load. And perf init. We can load that. Open up Valhalla. Trying to get this line to the move. GPU prices are dropping dramatically since Ethereum mining is completely dead now, so that's good news. Do GSX work? I haven't reinstalled it yet, but I do want to try it out again because I see for some people it's working fine. And the bombshell today was EVGA are now out of GPU manufacturing. So when it comes to 4,000, they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything for the 5,000 or anything else with Nvidia or AMD, Intel, or Givatel, I don't know, anyone else. And I from the information that was put out today, I don't think they're not saying that that they're going to try making the GPUs completely on their own, like the whole technology, but I think they're doing this, and then in a couple of years they will come back and produce GPUs right from ground up. It's because they don't get the price of their supply until it's announced, like publicly. So it's not great for them at all. And then you always have the founder's card. Founder's card is like $300 cheaper than what EVGA can put out. So it's like it's undercutting what Nvidia is doing, is undercutting their clients, because they're saying, hey, we're going to sell you our product so that you can build upon it, but we're also going to build a competing product and we're going to charge much cheaper, do it for much cheaper. But yeah, playing, oh yeah, here. Payload, zero fuel weight is 130.3. No, that didn't work. Still not working. Let's put in the fuel, 38,410. Oh wow. Gross weight. Why are you asking me for this? Never asked me this in the past. Just gross weight. Let's try this again. The zero fuel weights, 130.3. But low level. It works most of the time. Yeah, that's kind of a shame. They made good cards. Yeah, And I think it's not really a financial decision. Like, what's his face? There's a Gamer Nexus and Jay's 2 cents talked about. They never make their own GPUs though. Nvidia makes the chips, and the barrier to entry in that sort of manufacturing is colossal. Yeah, because Intel is trying to get into it now. Let's go set with random. Not sure why this is not. Okay, so that works. Let's do 130.3. All right, we'll go with that. Fuel. That end 38,410. Is there like an assist or something on here? Yeah, it just. Oh, that's why it's in kilograms. What the hell? I gotta go change that up. Who would put that in kilograms? No, it's not performance. I have no clue where this is now. Never had to change this. Let's go aircraft. Yeah, that's the thing. Let's try this. FMC. No, I want to go back over here. Equipment displays. There. Let's go to pounds. Thank you. That's why none of what I was putting in wanted to go in. Alright. Back here, let's go payload. 0 fuel weight. That makes a lot more sense now. 138 there. So 130.3. Fuel. 38,410. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Idents, that's good. Good. We're taking off from runway 07. Departure, runway 07. And we're taking the OF71X. And no transition. And takeoff 05 flaps. Center of gravity 18.3, 6.42, 6.42. Yeah, I wonder when we're gonna get this sim update, because they said this week and now it's like Friday and they're like still haven't given a date. I don't think we're gonna have it by Monday night. 642, that's good. Let's go back here. Got our V1 speed, V2, VR, V2, 160. Uh, 160 plus 10, so 170. And .07, so 062. 062. And then the SID. So with the SID, it's saying transition altitude's 9850. Well, actually, it depends on the HPA. But what we want here. Actually doesn't. We'll just leave it up to the 7,000. Okay, so that's good. While we're here with that to RTO. Now let's get the show on the road here. Fuel pumps. Window heat. Packs are off. It's good. I think we're going to 3-4. Flight level 341. Extra 1. The official Discord says it should be by the 18th, but who knows? Yeah. Next week probably, I think. I haven't flown in like 3 weeks, but I think I always go to the fuel screen first. The default is always like 22 when it's in pounds and even 50 when it's in kg. There are much better ways to check, but that tends to instantly alert me to the mismatch in units if I hadn't already noticed. Yeah. 34. 34,500. And let's get the APU started. There's even like smog down here. Probably a smog from like Shanghai or something. And by the way, guys, I know both these airports are on Contrail, but Contrail now has a reward system. So that might actually get Marsh off of the marketplace into like Contrail. Because you get 100 points to start off with. 100 points is $1, and then you get 5 points for every full euro spent, and 100 points is €1. I keep saying dollar, but it's not dollar, it's euro. And then you can also refer people, and when you refer people, when they open up their account and spend their first 15 euros, you get a €5 coupon, and they get a €5 coupon. So it's a win, 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 and more wins. Okay, let's move over to the APU gen. APU bleed. And let's do the pushback. Pushback. I'm just gonna push straight out. I find sometimes the pushback, PMDG pushback, isn't always the best.
Cockpit to ground.
You get quite frustrating sometimes.
We've been cleared for pushback and start straight back.
Roger that. Ready for push straight back. Brakes off.
Brakes released.
Brakes released. Here we go.
All right. Let's see. Go. But maybe that's the COVID talking again. My body seems to have rapidly transitioned from ice cold colds requiring a down comforter. That's saying something to over. Yeah, but down in Texas, like
Pushback complete. Park brake, please.
down in Texas, you guys don't know what cold is. Let's go back up here. It will take an act of Congress or 24 hours in Chinese jail perhaps to get me off the marketplace. Didn't perform a TCAS check, that's bingo. Ice code is apparently came with the last beta update. I'm still a beta hater. Let's get that started.
Alright, steering pin is disconnected. Watch for the slip release from guidance on your left. Have a good flight.
Okay, so that's good. I've got to take Nightbot's Give it a couple of slaps on the head. What's it doing? Tobii 20% off is done. There we go. Updated. All right. So now we can go over to the gens. Everything is looking good. So we'll put tactical lights. Wow, Aer Lingus. You're a little far from home. Sure, it went the other way. Oh yeah, and we're gonna have to update that that contrail link. Well, yes, I dropped down the graphics settings to high, so I just did a slight stutter there. And gonna be doing lots of taxing here because we're gonna go all the way to there's this like funky weird stuff going on over there. It's like almost like a heat blur, but it's not. Definitely have no clue what that is. Looks like a bear. A bear. Nice to see Alaska too. What are you talking about, Alaska? The Chinese state secrets. So I'm gonna have to use Valhanta's landing rate, which about 80% of the time is less favorable for me. This is a massive airport. Yeah, 13 Celsius with 30 knot winds. Yeah, because it was windy today. Last Friday, I was like dying in here, like in the house. It was like so hot. I had my my heat pumps set to cool at 70, or actually no, next one. Cool at 70, and it was probably like 28 Celsius, like 86, 90 in the house. It's just like, so yesterday I went and I changed it to 72, and things were a lot better. But yeah, today I went down on the main floor and I was like, wow, what a difference. Because I think it's because it's trying to overwork based off of the outside temperature. Now today it's colder. It's easier to bring in that cold air. Then I opened up the patio door and I was like, phew, it was windy. I was like, oh, this is nice. I'm like, no, heat pump, you can still work. The taxi time at any major Chinese airport is always at least 10 minutes. These are perfect air bingo destinations. Yeah. Yeah, you can see over there the cows. There's 2 of them. Or 2 bears. I really don't know what that is. Oh, I actually have I have fuel in the center tank. Like we're gonna get there sometime. Oh, and I should turn my lights on because it's gonna get dark by the time we get to Beijing. We're at C4. We're going to C1 or C3. Powerful AC is something we Texans never lack. Yeah, yeah. But like Trent said, which is great when the electrical grid works. It's like in California, it's like, oh, okay, everyone, you need to buy electrical cars because, you know, we can't stand up pollution from the gas, the fossil fuels. So, you know, get Teslas. So everyone gets Teslas. Well, how are Teslas powered? By electricity. Well, the grid can't even handle that. Then they have these brownouts across the state, just so to lessen the load on the power grid. And it's like, yeah, but how are you supposed to go out and drive in your Tesla? You're now stuck. Now people have to like buy gas generators to then plug in their Plug their electrical car into the gas generator. It's ridiculous. All right, cabin crew, prepare for takeoff. Toga party! Here we go. And it's 160. This is V2 speed.
8 knots.
Oh, shoot, I forgot.
Rotate. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Clearing the flaps. Wow. It's like just one. It looks like Canada, like a skating rink. That's what it looks like. Crazy. What? Oh, what the hell's going on now? Let's get the auto brakes off. There, finally. Autopilot. Not sure, like I pressed the autopilot went off. Let's go. 50% of Californians have moved to Texas in the last 2 years. They're overcrowding, sky-high real estate prices, and resource scarcity, were it not for the drought, have diminished significantly. But now we have all their problems. Phoenix Fund has disappeared. Long live the Phoenix Fund. Phoenix Fund. Airbus is dead. Wait, what? Let's see. Oh, it's back. A beautifully blended mix of smog and cumulus clouds. Screenshot worthy. Oh yeah, I can take a screenshot on my side. It's definitely looks great over here. Without my face on it. Let's put that I can see there's I can see the ground, but it's very faint. Watch once it rotates a bit. But it's actually a max of 210. But we're doing like 224. Let me see that. Yeah, Marcia, it's included Airstead. It'll include everything right now. It's because it does that in US dollars. So thank you, Airstead. But it converts the Canadian into US. Our Canadian dollar, our Canadian dollar is like a CRJ versus like a 787, like the US dollar. The US dollar can go further. Three, 4, 1. I'm not sure why they have to have a 3, 4, 1. Just have it like 3, 4, 0. I don't know. 120 Russian rubles when you reach, so you'll be well on your way. 120 Russian rubles. When that converts it into US, it's like negative. I still remember the first time Lars ever did a super chat. It was like a couple of hundred krona. I'm like, what the hell? Like, what's he sending me? And then I looked it up. I'm like, okay, like that's fair. It's like when you're talking like $10, it's like a couple of hundred kronas. So I was like, what? Yeah. What's this? Is this like the Leaning Tower of Pisa? Almost looks like an airport. trying to see what that is. Oh, it's like a statue. It's oh yeah, it's Chop Suey here. All right, let's take the lights off. It's fine. Logo light. Take it off for now. Phoenix slideshow. That's pretty detailed scenery though. Yeah, that's just regular default. But that is Nanjing? That was Nanjing. Yeah, the fly now. The one thing I liked about that was I was able to quickly look. If I was in the exterior mode, I could quickly look, see what the altitude is, or even the ETA. Now I have absolutely no clue unless I'm in the cockpit. But even then, ETA, you got to look at the FMC. Have box. Let's put in the arrival now. 19. Oh, there's... Let's bring this back. ILS Z19. And then the approach was Avbox 8ZA. 8ZA. Yep, that's right. Okay, should be good. Hologram 142 until top of time. Okay. Let's go back to pilot. Yeah, what I find is this stuff here, when I had it on the previous settings, it was a lot crisper, but you would still get these like weird lines that would like flicker. Like I would have lines on the wing flickering. But this, it looks actually lower resolution. But I actually, today I looked at the clouds and I was like, I think the clouds look more realistic here than what I've seen in X-Plane 12. Whether it was myself in the demo or if it was on someone else's stream. I think Microsoft wins on the clouds. But I still remember they came out like on release day of the beta. It said 4D volumetric clouds. And I'm like, 4D? What? Is it gonna rain in your house? And then they've now changed it and they made it 3D. So they've downgraded the clouds. That's not good. Did we go over Wuhan? Or is that when we go to Hong Kong? I think Wuhan is south of here. Yeah, because on that flight from Beijing to Hong Kong, I don't know, I just started coughing. Like I was having like some respiratory issues. I've got to watch out so that Marsh doesn't like hijack the plane and take it to Wuhan. I won't blame my sickness on this stream, yeah. Oh, my wife, she comes home and she's like, oh yeah, her floor is like on the outbreak. I'm like, what? So what does that mean? Well, now we have to test everyone. Like they weren't testing people before. And now they gotta test everyone. And because I guess it's an outbreak when they have like 3, 4, 5 patients on the floor having COVID or testing positive, and I think they tested positive because they had symptoms. And these are people with like spinal, back neck, brain injuries, surgeries, like post-op. So, yeah, it's not that good. Yeah, southwest of Nanjing, okay, is known for the Nanjing Massacre of World War II. Yeah, didn't know that one. So, what type of wine would they have in Nanjing? You're like a wine connoisseur. Oh, and I see the president of this company, she was wanted by the US, and Canada kept her here and didn't extradite her. But the name of the company is actually right by Nanjing. Huawei. There's actually like 2 woohoos. Yeah. Take a look at this. There's 2 woohoos. Right here. Now it's not gonna show it. Yeah, woohoo, and then woohoo, and then Huawei, and then there's the Phoenix, probably a left bank Bordeaux. A left bank Bordeaux. Bordeaux makes up 95% of the Chinese wine market. Yeah, and they're probably eating Nova Scotia lobster, because I know Clearwater does lots of sales, or at least they did before the pandemic. Lots of sales to China. I'm surprised Discord hasn't put on the streaming streamer mode on. So I was starting to hear dings. I was like, what's going on? Like, this is what I was seeing. See all that? Like, it's like just sparkles. I wonder if that's blue. Let me see if I can find that smiley face, because I know it's... I think we need a little less lighting to find a smiley face. And I think it is on a 738. Because it would be like 2 dots and then the mouth. You had some great lobster on my on your last trip to Vegas. Nice. I remember I was at Santa Monica Pier at or actually was it Santa Monica? No, I went to Bubba's at Santa Monica Pier, but I also went to Bubba's at Universal Studios, and it was there I ordered Atlantic lobster claws. And I was like, so are these like from like Atlantic, like the Atlantic Ocean, but like up in Canada? Like, is that like, am I paying big price for this to eat it on the West Coast when I live on the East Coast? Like, I was like, wow. Which side of the Atlantic? Definitely on this side of the Atlantic. Never served Canadian. It's always Maine lobster. Yeah, well, not too far from Maine is Nova Scotia lobster. Check out the well, we got a lot of fresh seafood from the Gulf. The ocean's only like 30 minutes south of the site of FS Expo. Yeah. And hey, you know, like when there's a hurricane going on, all you gotta do is just go outside your house, just wait for the lobster to flop right into your arms. It's like an easy catch. True that on the hurricanes, yeah. Oh yeah, I did a poll the other day. I want to see. I think I did. Yeah, I've got like a poll almost every day. What's your favorite part of flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator? 38 votes, 50%. So that's 19, so 50% said approach and landing, 34% said cold and dark startup, 11% said take off and climb, 3% enjoy the cruising on autopilot, and 3% enjoy the planning. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, I know, like there's more people enjoy the cold and dark startup than the takeoff and climb. Yeah, recount, or you know, we're gonna have to like vet people before they vote, if they got the intelligence level to vote. Isn't that what you guys do down in the States? And then there's a big uproar about it. And the other day, what do you fly the most in Microsoft Flight Simulator? 58 votes, 67%, so 2/3 said airliners, 19% GA aircraft. Airstud put military aircraft at 9%, helicopters 3%, and regional jets at 2%. Regional jets at 2%, and the helicopters at 3%? What? I wonder if that's going to change in November when the helicopters show up. Yes, you have to take an IQ test before you can vote now. Fortunately, the candidates themselves don't have the same requirements. Yeah, I know what you mean. So can you see South Korea? It's right there in the clouds. So I'm going to this conference. It's like an online conference next month, and I got an email today saying that alumni from the conference, they've been put into a draw to win the guy's Maserati. So now they've opened it up to even new people. This is my first time going, and his Maserati, and you only get a ticket to this if you bought a ticket to the conference, or if you invite someone else, and someone else buys a ticket and you refer them. And then I think it's like the top 10, actually top 5 get their tickets tripled. Then like 6th to 10th, they get theirs doubled, and then the rest is just like, so I got one ticket. I'm not going to get anything else. I don't know anyone that would go to this. But I was like, I have a chance, a one in 1,000 or 1,500 chance of winning this guy's Maserati. And I'm like, I went and got that. I just, yeah, sure, I'll take, because it says if you don't want it, the car, if you're not into cars, you would sell it and then give the money to a charity of your choice. I'm like, no, I'm gonna take it. I really want your car. You get home and then you put it on the market. You sell it yourself. But I think, I'm not sure how it goes, because this would be a car in like California. How that goes with taxes and all that stuff, because it's not like you're not paying for the car, but you might have to pay taxes. Korean barbecue for the win. Hopefully FS Expo will have a drawing for a Cessna 172. Why? To get there faster? I want a glider that will take me all the way there. And like a Maserati in San Diego? Yeah, that's perfect. A Maserati up here? Oh man. Yeah, alright, you can go fast, but you know, there's a bunch of potholes all around here. It's pretty bad. And in the wintertime, not like you're gonna drive it. And I don't even have room for it anyways. Park it on the street and then get it towed away in the wintertime. Yeah, glider would be cool. Glider would take maybe 15 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, well, if I take a glider from here, I might be doing like 100 glider trips there to get there. Look at that nice sunset. Oh, sorry. Standard. Got a 35 knots headwind here. One super chat per glider leg would pay for your airline ticket. Yeah, pretty much. Unless I call up United and say, hey, let's unite and you pay for my flight and I'll join your virtual airline. I'll sponsor it, or I'll promote it. Let's see. Thanks. It's 140 until top of descent. All right. Actually, let's bring out the VFR map. Maybe that was a bad idea. Oh no. Because you can't go, can't back up any further, and I don't Don't have a magenta line, so like you absolutely don't see anything there. Actually, Navigraphs, that would be a better option. I work with so many ex-Continental Airlines employees, they call themselves ex-cons. Being an ex-con probably limits your future job prospects. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, this afternoon, I tried to put my daughter in the crib. She would whine. She didn't want to. All right, come back with me. We're gonna go on the main floor. Oh, this is like one of my favorite songs, actually. You gotta turn it up. It's a turn it up song. Right, it's called Rice and Wine. So I brought her on the main floor, and because she's walking out, she kept going upstairs all the time. And then I'm there on the couch, I'm like passing out, like I forget who I was watching. I think I was watching Midnight Maverick. He had like an early stream. Because I guess he was doing his flight that he's doing tomorrow. If you're ever in front of a piano, you can easily reproduce this music by simply playing random black keys. Wow. I thought this was a Shih Tzu, but no, it's just a Sishu. Yeah, and in China, the names are. In China, it's your last name, then your first name. So, you know, this is Ping Pong's cousin, Ping Dong. Do you know what you get when you crossbreed a bulldog and a Shih Tzu? I don't know. What do you get? Ping Pong? No. Ping Pong. That's Ping Pong's other close cousin. Bullshit. It's a good one. I was gonna put dad joke, but you're not a dad, so you can't put that. Here, I'll put popcorn instead. Oh yeah, I just looked down here. I'm like, hey, when are we getting this EFB? Like, we're now mid-month. Like, is it gonna happen anytime soon? We're supposed to do testing. No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Rain Dazzle's last message was August 24th, and that was for the 800. I wonder what takes them longer for the 900. If it's all the same, you know. I have cousins named Baba Gong and Jefferson Davis Hong. Chinese people have weird names in the American South. Yeah. I remember Aerosoft made a huge deal about needing more time to complete the CRJ 900 and 1000. Yeah, because that was supposed to be like a month later, and then it ended up being like 4 months later. Something about the alleged significantly different aerodynamics with the stretch versions. Yeah, just like how not many airlines have the 900. Actually, Air Canada uses the 900. United has a huge fleet of 900 and 900 ERs. But I think Air Canada also uses the 200. Ex-cons, yeah. But yeah, like, I sent you a post someone was posting on Vertical Sims Discord saying how the A319 or even the A321 from LAN VFR is a massive scam, because all you get is the exterior modeling, and it's like, I don't think that person even knows what he's talking about, because there is actually interior modeling too. There's the cabin with the people. It's not just everything's A320. And what's it, the Harriet from DC Designs. I saw the Harriet from DC Designs. The one guy says, hey, you know, I'm looking forward to hearing the sounds. Like, the sounds sound great. You guys do a great job at sounds. And DC Design says, well, actually, it sounds very close to the F-18, so we're going to be using Asobo's F-18 sounds for the Harriet. And I'm thinking, whoa, now that's a scam. That's a scam, because you're using someone else's product to make your own. It's like these kids that troll around in these Discord servers. It's like, really, I don't even think you even know what a scam is. Like, because I even give them the definition, they still go on about that it's a scam, even though it doesn't even fit the definition. It's just, I don't know. There's a lot of Discord on Discord lately. Wait, is that why they named it Discord? Yeah. Only 737-900 operators are Alaska, Jet Airways, Jin Air. I wonder where what they serve on Jin Air. KLM, Korean, Shenzhen, and United. Really? And they're gonna probably charge us 65 bucks for it. Well, I was a sucker for the first 3, but I ain't going for the fourth one. No, I'll just wait for the. I think I'll just wait for the max 8, or if I'm gonna go 900, max 9. But I think max 8 is the popular one anyways. Yeah, the aerodynamics in the cabin makes the Elan VFR special. I'm curious to hear how different. I think I really gotta put it through its paces and forget about the fly-by-wire mod. Just take out the A321, the A320, and the 319, and actually compare them. But that's a lot of work. Like literally a lot of work. That's about like 3 hours of just loading times in a simulator. If only I got paid the same amount by the hour. For business consulting versus consulting about whether the A319, 320, and a 21 are different or not. Again, once I prove that they actually are different, these kids are still gonna be blabbing in their mouths that, you know, it's still a scam. If it's really a scam, which it isn't, like, oh yeah, because I said something about get it for verbatim here. Because I said scam equals a dishonest scheme, a fraud, right from the dictionary. In both cases, and when I mean both cases, I'm talking about Vlad VFR doing the A321 and the 319, and then also PMDG having the 4 variants of the 737 and charging us like about 210, 230 bucks US if you were to buy all 4. No one's saying that's a scam, but oh yeah, but it's because it's higher quality. Doesn't matter. The price is higher than the lower quality. Like, just priced more correctly, I guess. So I said in both cases, they're giving you what they told you in their product description. If you don't find value in something, doesn't mean others don't. Just because you don't like it doesn't make it a scam. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Simple. And one guy's like, it has nothing to do with what I like or don't like. I don't base scams off of something I don't like. It's the fact that nothing about it is an A319 other than the exterior. It's still a cash grab, and it's what's mostly wrong with the flight sim market now. Too many inferior products being sold for profit. I'm a huge fan of Land VFR scenery, but they need to stick to that. It's like, why do I have to stick to it? Like, you can now tell businesses what they can do and what they can't. Maybe I'll tell you you can't write on that Discord. Like, it's just, but it's like I don't base scams off of something I don't like. It has nothing to do with what I like or don't like. Like, a person's logic here is like in a different field. Look at that nice sunset. Another fun fact: the only 767-400 operator were Delta and Continental. The 900 is cool. I always end up in a 900 on super longish hauls like Houston, San Juan, Puerto Rico. PMDG makes good products, but they're well aware they have the flight sim community in charge of quarter. Yes, exactly. Because it's like, it is a lower price than what they would have charged on FSX or P3D or whatever, because they know they've got that market. But the thing is once that releases on the marketplace and Xbox users can get it, they're just gonna be like rolling in a dough. Like they're already rolling in the dough from PC users, let alone the Xbox users. Although Xbox users might be a little more cash strapped than the PC user, but it doesn't always mean that either. Yeah, A319s are basically A320s with a different fuselage length. A PMDG is the bomb. They're already rolling in a dough from the DC-6, yeah. But it's like, I don't base stuff off of if I like it or don't like it. Well, you're calling it a scam and you don't like it. If you liked it, you wouldn't call it a scam. You would be fully backing it up. Alright, I gotta take a look to see where we're at. 14, oof, son of a gun. Sweet home Alabama. Well, I'll bring it to 39, 40. So we'll just bring the 4,000. And then someone goes on to say, well, why is it bad for Captain Sim, but it's okay for Line VFR? I'm like, oh, no, it should be fine in both cases. Like, I've never actually gone through the whole story about Captain Sim of why everyone thinks that they're a scam, but people still buy it. People still fly it. Like, Lars flies a 737 MAX. And I think that's from Captain Sim, so it's like people buy it. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean other people won't like it or find value in it. Like, it reminds me of a couple of years ago. I think I was like charging, this is my first year, I was charging like 125 bucks or maybe even 150 bucks for a tax return. And one of my old coworkers, he's like, what are you doing? Like, I think he actually called me up. He says, hey, what are you doing? Why are you charging 150 bucks? I just went and I got my taxes done for 25 bucks. And I'm like, hey, Love Cash, like, why don't you go back and tell our old firm that they should charge 25 bucks for corporate taxes because someone, charged 25 bucks. I'm like, there's different price points for different, like, people will pay different, they value stuff differently. It's not like the ultra rich isn't gonna pay 25 bucks for a tax return. Even like normal wage wouldn't either, because they might look at the 25 bucks as, well, is it gonna be done right? I don't know. So like, Yeah, it's just like it's just like people, they argue and get all toxic for really for nothing. All right, getting close to the star, but we're not there yet. We've started the descent. We'll put the logo light on. Auto brakes, we'll put it to 2. Oh, it's gone. The sun is, well, now it's coming back. Yeah. Right now, I've got because this is a real world flight, Air China 1504 with a departure at 5:35 p.m. So that's why there's a sunset. On the way back to Nanjing, it'll be 8:55 a.m. 8:55 a.m. Departure. So actually that will still be behind the real world time. I can always go real world time in that case at that point. Wonder if there's actually coverage. No. Actually, there was... A tower was actually open at Nanjing. But there's no actual coverage on VATSIM. And actually, all of China is on, I think, Beijing time or China time. But it's the whole country. It doesn't matter where you are. It's all the same time. That's one way to conform everyone into. Yeah. So yeah, welcome if you're just showing up. We're just on the approach into Beijing, and then once we get to the gate, then we'll pretty much turn around, go back to Nanjing. Well, that looks really weird. It's the reflection of the glass So now that wind is a tailwind for now. The way this is going, I think we're gonna have 287. Well, I think we're gonna have a crosswind here. This is something I actually learned from Captain Shaquille Oatmeal. Come on. It's right here. So this is your descent profile, and it's to tell you where you are on the descent profile if you're too high or too low. Oh, it actually reminds me, I got some stuff to do here. Let's go forecast. Flaps 30. So our VREF is 159. We've got our ILS. The course is 179. $179. I don't know, it could be either or. I'm gonna do ILS. I've actually never looked at the auto lane, how it works on this thing. But I'm normally the hand flyer. Have you ever had an ILS approach in which it was successful? Well, it's because I never do like an auto land, so engage both autopilots. Yeah. Starting to feel a little better. Well, it's because we got a little further away from Wuhan, so I think that's... You're beginning to crave a run for the border. Taco Bell. Oh, man. Yeah, then you know what's gonna happen tomorrow morning. Shit's gonna go flying. Actually, a run for the border in Texas could get you a free flight to DC or Martha's Vineyard. So we've got about 80 nautical miles. I started the set an hour ago. I know, it feels like forever. Something fishy going on around these parts. I saw that. Want to buy me a coffee? Actually, I haven't had any today. I haven't had an espresso. Wait a second. Yeah, I'm not sure why, but wife got groceries yesterday. Didn't pick up milk, and then we get our milk from the gas station because they've got like it's cheaper on Thursdays and Fridays. So she was gonna do so on her way home from work, and she completely forgot about it. So that's why I didn't have any espresso, because I normally have it as a caramel macchiato, an iced caramel macchiato. But I guess tomorrow I'm gonna either have to have just a straight up shot, or maybe 5, and then maybe go to Starbucks to actually get something, or go to Starbucks, get something, pick up some gas, and pick up some milk. Oh, but the deal's not on tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. Yeah. Some moron bought you a coffee. Probably someone hopped up on drugs, or he was yeah. Oh. Hey, thanks, Marsh. Thanks for the coffee. Jealous of you. of your sweater weather. Get out. Hey, I'm not even in a sweater. Today I went, dropped my kid, well, my son off. I was in shorts. I almost was gonna put him in shorts. And I was like, no, I gotta put you in a long sleeve t-shirt. Get out and get yourself a Starbucks pumpkin spice latte or make yourself dozen caramel macchiatos at home. Hey, yeah, thanks again, Marsh. Thanks for the support, very much appreciated. Got some, is this fog or smog or a mixture? Let's see. It's not picking up here. All right, we're coming into like the final zone, I guess. Maybe. Hey, remember you have to go right out to the mountains here and then turn around. But I think what it does is it puts me on a vector, and then the vector, you just keep on going and going and going. And it's like, no, I need to turn around. But I gotta watch out. I gotta see if they're gonna put me on vectors here. Yeah, no vectors, just a track. Okay. In Beijing, I remember the smog was here one day, gone tomorrow, huh? Don't pet my goat. Commented on my where are you flying this weekend? I'm on my way home from a trip to Japan. USA, here I come. I think I may go to Antarctica next. Maybe do a little South America sightseeing on the way. Wow. Sim Globetrotter there. Alright. Here's okay, we're next one is double alpha 544, and then we go 543. 543 brings us like face to face with the airport, and then we turn up, not like the vegetable or the squash turn up. Let's get the barrel reset. Because we gotta drop down to about 6,000. Just trying to see what it looks like from the stream part. If it's just all black, it's because the top monitor's tilted, so what I see, it actually looks a lot darker than what you actually see. Because to me, your screen looks all black. Well, there's a the prohibited flyover area just over there, which would be, I guess, downtown. My favorite communist music is actually North Korean. This Chinese stuff is a little generic, kind of like Chinese food. Yeah. Yeah, my last year of high school, I had a spare right after lunch, so like I didn't have to show up to any class or anything. So I went, because that last year I was downtown, and I went to the Chinese buffet, and I was like, I'm going in there and I'm gonna have Chinese food for like 2 hours straight. I got out of there, I was just so sick of it, and I got home. My parents like, hey, you know, we're gonna go have supper with friends, so we're gonna go to Jack Lee's. I'm like, no. So I went, but I didn't eat anything. I was just like completely tired of the food, because I had the same stuff for like 2 hours. And on the lunch buffet, it's a smaller buffet than the supper one, but still, it's not my forte. Oh, what the? Bonehead's barbecue? Nope. I've been to a Korean barbecue in downtown Toronto years ago. But Bonehead's barbecue, never heard of it. Actually, I think there is one here. I think I've seen that on Uber Eats. Gonna put some flaps. Near George's Island, it's on Barrington Street. No, yeah, I'd never been. And Joel Hanson ate there once. He's a huge fan of donair as well. Do you know what a donair is? Donair is a type of meat. It's on like a big skewer, and they shave it off. It's like a bunch of meat. I don't know if it's like Lebanese or if it's it's definitely not Greek, but it's similar to like a gyro. Or he goes to King of Donair, yeah, King of Donair. Yeah, I've had a couple of donairs, but I'm not a fan of them. I'm not the sauce that you put on it. Just it's not my type of sauce. Prince of Bel Air, King of Donair, yeah. All right, let's get the flaps. Flap 1. Donair sauce on garlic fingers is fire though. Yeah, I had never heard of garlic finger pizza until I got out here. You'd have like garlic fingers, but not like a whole pizza. Flaps 5. Like the donair sauce it's almost like a icing almost, but it's like it's sweet but not sweet. I think it's very garlicky too. Well, I guess it depends on where you get it from. Yeah, I'm gonna like flick the radio button a few times, see if the lights show up. Like, where is this? There we go. We're on the ILS. Holds the Guinness World Record for donaires eaten in a single sitting or something like 20. Oh, what the hell's going on now? Yeah, gear horn. More than 40 minutes between top of descent and landing. So really? Yeah, I guess so. Cause now I'm like, to do the return flight, I'm like, do I even do the return flight?
2500.
It's like, it's gonna be like 2 o'clock in the morning. Son of a gun. It's all the stuttering.
1000.
I'm actually below VREF.
Airspeed full. Airspeed full. 50. Airspeed full. Airspeed full.
Fuck. Oh, sick. God, in the bin.
Keep the descent content. Make the poppy happy. Keep the glide slope dope. Make the landing outstanding. Slog through the smog. Hashtag Beijing. Hashtag Phoenix Pro.
Well, thanks, Marsh, for the super chat. You always got the good comments here. Son of a gun. Because I was definitely under VREF, and no wonder I was sinking. Oof, yeah. It's like Buzz's girlfriend. Oof. Son of a gun, like, where do you go from here? Request pushback? No. I'm just going somewheres. I don't think I have the taxi thing on anymore. I can't even put her on here. Taxi. Yeah, and the assistant options, it's twice in the last like week that it just resets on me. Navigation. Yeah, right here, taxi ribbon. There we go. I waited 12 hours for that low airspeed warning 2 Saturdays ago. Yeah. Oh, so what you want to do, get the APU on. Definitely want the landing lights off. So I'm impressed by the frames you're getting on the ground. Well, they just at last minute, just high, just setting it to high overall. Because I did have the stutters on that landing, so it still makes it tough. But here I'm not getting the stutters. Where am I going? I thought you were gonna say something like you only use high at 420. Man, getting a tour of the airport here. Why are those lights pulsating? Like, this is a massive, massive airport. Oh, he says no entry. Why are you sending me here? Wow. It might be 2 a.m. by the time I get to the gate. This is like forever. I guess if you're flying in China, like if you're flying in China, you definitely want to buy airport scenery because you're there most of the time. You spend it pretty much at the airport taxiing. It's crazy. I'm pretty much going from like a first runway to the third runway. It's exactly what's gonna happen here. I guess that's why they call it. What did I say earlier? Them taxis are long in China, yeah. I guess that's why they call it taxi, because packs need an Uber to get to the terminal. Yeah. Definitely. You can tell it's like still the COVID era here because there's no planes. Parking brake is on. Let's go down to the throttle. Cut off, cut off. Valhalla. Now let's see what Valanta's got to say here. What? It's impossible. Let's see the Donaire guy. Review the flight. Briefing? No, we don't need the briefing. It's the stats. Oof. Oof. Minus 938 feet per minute. Landing G-force 1.05. Trent's got a very loud Morningstar 757 taxiing in Blizzard video on his channel. That's a Padlin. Your channel had a lot of private donaires tonight. But yeah, that's pretty. Landing speed 116, and yeah, my VREF was 145, 155, something like that. Oh, now I get it. Now I get it. Private donaires. That's nearly 1,000 Russian rubles. Yeah, it's like a month's worth of pay in Russia. Wow. I don't know. You guys want me to continue on and go back? I know for me it's like 11 o'clock. It'll be like 1 by the time I get back. At the earliest, 1 a.m. No need to go back. Well, hey, and March, you said you were going to show up for the second part, and you ended up, you were here for the first part. So I think for March, it's NyQuil time. All right, well, thanks guys. Thanks again for all the support, the super chats, and yeah, the conversation. Keep it going, but I'll be back on Monday night. Monday night's military hops, which we'll have something out in the next couple of days. We'll have something for that, and then next week might do. I'm not sure what I'm doing with my schedule because I've got to get some work done on my business side of things. Trying to get some stuff pushed out before the end of the month, but I'll have it anyways here on the channel. But thanks everyone for showing up, and I'll see you in the next video. And don't eat too many donations.